they like sign language interpreters who like basically bullshit their way through their careers. And
oh, that's messed up.
yeah, and I'm like, is that almost what we're doing here? Because I mean, wait, that's almost what I was doing next. I was gonna start like sign languaging my way through it. Oh, you can hear us
Oh
now.
my
I didn't mean
God.
I was gonna do that because that's a horrible thing. Don't do that.
That is a
But yeah,
horrible thing. I'm calling you out right now.
you guys missed me say she shells. See, I can't do
You
it
still
now.
can't say it, Manuel.
It was a one-time thing. She sells seashells by the seashore. See?
Yes.
I'm learned. Anyways, guys, this Ultra Podcast Z. It's been a while. It's been a month. I don't think that we're minorly low-key energy for any particular reason. I'm actually not that tired. I was gonna take a nap before we went live, but I ended up just like laying around playing Picross or whatever. But I'm Manuel, your local Picross champion. Nyaru, go introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Nyaru. I'm a VTuber, and I'm tired. I just ate.
Oh, well, you actually are tired. I'm fine. For some reason, like I went into this one, and even though my head planning, I was like, I kind of want to go into it like low key Manuel. Like, hi everyone, I'm Manuel. Like, I imagine myself like in a smoking jacket, and I'm like sitting by a fireplace, which I've never like owned in my life, and I have like a cigarette holder or a wine glass or some shit like that, and I'm like, hi everyone, I like playing Picross. But no, for reals. If you follow us on Patreon, I actually have been fulfilling my promises for doing my weekly writings, and the one for this week isn't up yet. I have written it. I just haven't. I want to take a picture for it, and I haven't got around to it. But the one for last week, I talked about my obsession with nonograms, aka Picross. But it's been a while, Nyaru. How have you been? What have you been up to? It's been a month.
I've been doing pee poo poo stuff. I actually went to go see my family in Texas during New Year's.
Oh, you
last
did?
minute. Yeah, and all my family got Rona except me. So you know how that works. What else did I do? That's pretty much it. That was the only exciting thing. Yeah, nothing really that exciting. I'll be real with you. I've been kind of keeping it low key.
You didn't go to ALA.
Yes, because I had a feeling everyone was going to catch Rona.
It's actually funny because like a lot of people I won't name any names, but like there was one big post going around like, oh, so and so's at the con, he has Rona, and everyone kept sharing that around. But I know of a handful of others who showed up with it anyway. I will say this. Thankfully, me and my little group that I hung out with all managed to dodge it for now.
That's good. For now. My part of my family got COVID. Like I said, I was the only one that didn't get it.
I don't want to jinx it, but from what I understand, like a lot. Once again, this is not jinxing it, and I'm still not saying don't be safe. I'm just saying, like, from what I've heard from people who've gotten it recently, there've been quite a few of my friends who've gotten it. I guess if you're vaccinated or whatever, if you're boosted and whatever, like you just get hit with a really bad, like, flu or cold. So go get vaccinated and boosted, everyone, if you can.
Also, take your vitamin D's.
Oh, yes.
These nuts.
These nuts.
Ha! Got
it. But yeah, there was we did. I'll run through this real fast because I wanted to talk a bit about ALA before we fully get into it. That was last weekend. Not this weekend just passed, but last weekend. And we did 2 panels there. We were supposed to do 3, but we canceled our J horror one, which is unfortunate. We were supposed to do that with Rose, and Rose decided not to go because of the COVID, issues, which is fair. But I didn't want to do that one alone, so I just canceled it. Also, Tiffany and Angie didn't go, and even though you were never really totally on board to go, there were a couple of your fans in the Idol panel we did. And they asked about you, Nyaru. I thought that was so funny. And it wasn't just the IdleCon people. There was a couple people in the back who were like, "Oh, is Nyaru here?" Because at one point we mentioned you. Because like
Dan, talking shit about me.
No, I showed that picture that from the Idol Variety panel. It's funny 'cause I said you drew it, but I saw the memory and Rachel drew it. The one where we're on the stage and it's like us and like just a little quick little sketch, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
me, you, Garway, and Molly or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany on the thing. And I mentioned
Mm-hmm.
Nyaru, and then somebody's like, "Hey, is Nyaru here?" And I'm like, "No, she's not." And then somebody actually recognized us from like this UPZ. The
Yes.
ironic thing
Actually,
about,
thank
huh?
you for reminding me. I gotta ping everyone on my Discord to come ship post here.
Yeah, the ironic thing about that one is that he actually did mention that I guess he doesn't follow ADG. I told him to follow ADG. I don't know if he actually did, but
Probably didn't.
he probably didn't. And also we're at a con, and he probably But anyways, he
Yeah, I
did
know, but
mention
honestly,
that he did mention that he was always confused about when we went live because you don't always share it. So
Yeah.
I guess he watches us on YouTube. So he's one of those YouTube people that I always talk about because we do get decent views on YouTube. So I guess he's one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah, tonight we're gonna do some not end of year shit, but actually yeah, we're gonna talk about some of our favorite shit from last year. In general, what was your favorite shit, Nyaru?
My favorite shit. From what? Hold on. I'm sorry. I drew a blank.
Well, I was gonna just like think of like what was your ultimate favorite thing.
My ultimate favorite thing. I would have to say, damn, what is my ultimate favorite thing from last year? I didn't really get to sit down and like actually think about that because I mean a lot happened. I guess I could say like all the IdleCon stuff that I got to do last year. That was pretty cool. That was a very busy weekend. It reminded me of being at cons.
Yeah, there was the IdleCon that was the online one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get them all confused now because it's like a couple IdleCons floating around these days. Not IdleCons, we know what I mean.
Idle
You know what I'm saying.
conventions.
Yes. No, there's only one IdleCon. I jump in here and hit IdleCon immediately. Yes, IdleCon. We're talking about IdleCon. But yeah.
Speaking of.
Oh, are you one of the IdleCon people?
Yes, their tech person, Amora.
Oh,
Welcome,
hello.
you asshole. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I forgot what I was getting there, but I lost my thought anyway. But I was mentioning before we went live that I had the joy of meeting what's her name? We discussed which one it was.
Ash.
Ash. Yeah, I met Ash. She came to our panel, our idol panel at ALA. The unfortunate thing about that panel was meant to be that variety one again, but it was going to
Oh,
be
I
a bit more.
love that one.
Yeah, so it was going to have like the games, the performances, a lot of trivia. I even did a family feud survey. I did a Jeopardy. I didn't know what we'd have time for, but we were supposed to have prizes. And then slowly, as the COVID situation got worse, I'm like, we can't do this.
That's why you should have just brought me in virtually.
Yeah, so we ended up just doing a normal idol panel, and it went fine. But yeah, I look forward to doing more idol panels.
I know. I'm very excited because I already have like some events lined up for this coming year, and I get to do some idol panels and talk about idol stuffs. It's very cool.
I wanted a random like I know we're supposed to be talking about our favorite stuff for 2021, but a random thing I want to do of future idol panels or more specific ones. Like I want to do one like on SNH 40 or like all the overseas 48 groups because I also want to talk about BNK 48 and some of the other. Actually, I should do just on Thai idols. There's some other groups in there in general.
Yeah, like Side
Yeah,
Dream and all them.
exactly. Yeah. So that's an idea. Maybe I'll do that for Fan
I
because
forgot
that'll
to
be a
change the
nice place to
question.
workshop it. You forgot a what? Cancel
I'm
manual.
fixing it right now.
Question of the day. Oh, it's the
Yes.
question of the day. The hot cocoa. I'm here talking about
I
idol
want hot
panels while also
cocoa.
working on an idol panel myself. What convention are you going to do an idol panel at?
Well, Amora
Amora?
has a cool panel that he's doing. It's kind of like a fusion between car culture and idol culture.
Like
It actually should be
Itasha stuff?
recorded. Yeah, like Itasha and like general car culture mixed
Oh, nice.
with like idol stuff. He did this panel actually at IdleCon, the same IdleCon event that we were at last year. And I'm actually going to be working together with him on helping him do that panel. So I'm very excited. And yes, Amor, I did read your message. I gotta reply to you after this, actually.
But yeah, there's we want to talk about some more favorite stuff for 2021 because we're supposed to do a little Golden Reggie thing as our last episode of the year that we never
Golden
did it.
Reggies.
Yeah, it's basically just a snowman that got pissed on, or like and yeah, he's yellow. Do you have the image though, JD? I don't know if we actually confirmed that.
Yes, I have it. I'll bring it up.
It's P Reggie. This panel, think of it as idol and car culture that has a format similar to Top Gear. That's very that's interesting.
Top Gear.
Here's what it looked like.
Hammond.
It's P. There it goes. So yeah. So
why do you have to put the P next to me? Put it next to Manuel.
I tried to put it between. I'm sorry.
You are the P. You're the PP poo idol though.
PP and poo poo, not just PP.
I remember there was I shared a meme where it was all like going on about like 2020 and 2020 don't drink bleach, 2021 don't inject yourself with horse dewormer, and 2022 is like don't like go ahead, I don't fucking care, go drink pee. And I thought that was just a funny meme, but then I saw an article where basically like people are drinking pee now to like get immunity from COVID, and I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Pee doesn't even carry any antibodies. It just carries your DNA and junk that should be pissed out, not be consumed unless it is in a survival situation.
Yeah, unless, like, first of all, if you want to drink pee, that's perfectly fine, but don't do it to get yourself out of COVID.
Oh my god! Wait, speaking of pee, did you see that video of like this singer? I don't know what group she was from. You know what I'm talking about? Basically, like this metal singer from I think it's here in the States. She basically like peed on this dude live on stage, and he was just having the time of his fucking life.
And it was so funny because she peed on him. First of all, she peed a lot. I remember when I watched the video, I was surprised how much it was.
Yeah, like she had to hold that in for such a long time.
How are we just talking about pee? I listened to the pee panel.
Yeah,
but
okay, our favorite 2021. Come on.
Well, that was one of my favorite viral videos because then like my favorite part is
was that 2020 or was that 2021?
Yeah, it was like sometime around like the fall. But the dude gets up and he has like because he's like covered in her pee now, so he gets some of it like because like it's just on him. He just gets some of it off and throws it towards the audience, and that got him removed by security. Nothing else, like everything was fine until they fleeing in the pee.
Yoshi, Jesus Christ!
Oh, what the hell? He's so loud. What happened? Did he want chicken?
He's got a receipt. What's wrong? Come here. Hello. Hey.
He has a big useless CVS receipt.
Sit. Good boy.
So anyways, favorite 2021. What was your favorite video game of 2021, Nyaru?
My favorite video game. Does it have to be released in 2021?
I was thinking about that too, but I'm gonna cheat later on, so you can cheat if you really have a favorite.
Manuel?
Okay, I'll say just
too late. I already said you could cheat.
Favorite 2021 video game and favorite game you played in 2021 that did not come out that year.
I was just about to say that. Okay, that works then. So favorite game I played in 2021 has to be Typing at the Dead. I found my love for typing games this year, and I really want to play more. I do have another one I got for free called Texocalypse, so I may try that one very soon. But as for new releases in Yoshi, you are very fucking loud. Jesus Christ.
It's like he slammed himself into a wall, but keep going.
No, he's just chewing on that receipt. Anyways, for 2022, games are released in 2022.
One.
I only played technically one game, and that was Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
Well, you also play Snap.
I did play Snap, but I enjoyed Diamond a little more.
The funny thing about Diamond, and I also got Diamond, by the way. I didn't get Pearl, even though I told everyone I was going to. But I haven't played it. I got it, and it's still sitting there. So, oops. No. My favorite.
Ow!
My favorite of like old games, or not released 2021, would still have to be Animal Crossing. I think I played it more in 2021 than I did in 2020 because I played it in 2020, like when everyone did, and then I stopped for about like a good like 5-6 months, like when everyone did. But
Yoshi,
I
stop.
pretty much played it consistently in 2021, like almost every day doing my dailies, or I would do my dailies all over like a Sunday night, and I would do the entire week until next Sunday. But I technically, quote unquote, played every day.
You played every day.
Yeah,
In the sense of the game.
but what about your mom's an Animal Crossing?
What the fuck? Your mom's an Animal Crossing. Stop, Yoshi. Your mom's an Animal Crossing. Goddamn.
But yeah, there were some good memes from Animal Crossing too, like the Anka meme where she was like fucking that dude.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Like,
Wait, that's a NSFW meme?
yeah. Oh, okay. Because there's
What's
a
the
version of it.
original?
The original is NSFW because the one that you see on TikTok, she's just dancing. But
Yeah.
the original, there's a dude under her. You know, there's like a penis, and yeah.
Ew.
But
You look it up. What?
you just look up Anka, like, and that's the real one. That's the original one, not the edited one. But anyways, my favorite game that was released in 2021 though would have to be Samurai Warriors 5 of all things. Which is funny because that game had diminishing returns where I liked it a lot less when I was done with it, and I realized that I was so close to 100%ing it that it wasn't that much of a game. Even though I played it for like 70 hours, I definitely got my money's worth, I guess, but I don't know. It kind of let me down at the end. But that was my favorite game. Are you looking at the video?
No, I'm trying to find it.
Excuse me. COVID.
Can I go?
Yes, go.
Yes. So 2021 was like the year of the video game sequels I would have sworn would never come out. Because you had Metroid Dread,
Psychonauts,
New Pokemon Snap, and Psychonauts 2, which were 3 of my favorite games of the year, and I'm gonna give it to Dread.
You see, I never played Dread, but and I honestly when Dread came out was when I realized I don't really like Metroid that much. But part of me wants to play it. It's mainly because it's Nintendo. You know, you kind of want to play every Nintendo game. But also I realized I didn't play that much of the big hitters. I did play the even though it's technically not new, but I did play the Great Ace Attorney. I didn't like that game. I complained about that already, so I won't go into that again. I just didn't like it. And I did play Pokemon Snap, and for some reason that didn't draw me in. And then beyond that, I think those are the only big name games I played that were new. Everything else was either small indie, and I guess I shouldn't be like I'm not going to rate the indie games, but you know everything else was like that. Let me think. What about favorite movie? What was everyone's favorite movie in 2021?
Favorite movie? Oh, that's a toughie. What came out in 2021 actually?
Not Top Gun.
Obvious fucking lead. Jesus Christ. Don't even get me started on that shit.
Like Dune, King Kong versus Godzilla, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Sorry,
what else
Spider-Man
came
was
out?
mine.
Huh?
Spider-Man was mine.
Spider-Man?
I love Spider-Man.
Can we spoil Spider-Man now?
Give it another week.
Okay. Well, TLDR, I felt like they could have hid some of the spoilers better with spoilers, because I felt like I was spoiled before I even saw it. Also, this might be a spoiler, but I really need to ask this because I did not watch the first 2 Spider-Man movies, but I did watch every other mainline MCU movie he was in. Was there never an Uncle Ben?
It's I think briefly mentioned, talked about it, but it's not outright stated. Like, I think the reasoning was that people had seen enough of Uncle Ben dying on screen that it just kind of they moved after his becoming Spider-Man and stuff. So that's why you don't
That's what I'm saying. But I don't want to spoil it. But the Uncle Ben, okay, this is mildly spoiling it, but I won't give details. But the famous Uncle Ben moment happened in No Way Home. Wait, yeah, No Way. I keep getting the titles confused. But yeah, it happened in No Way Home, and I'm like, wait, Wait, how did he become Spider-Man then?
he had already heard the line before. I think he mentioned it in Civil War.
So this person's just repeating it.
Yes.
Okay, I won't spoil the situation. Just assume Uncle Ben traveled the multiverse. Uncle Ben's actually the Punisher in another universe. Go with that. That's actually a very funny premise if that would happen. Like, imagine a universe where like Peter Parker gets killed and then Uncle Ben decides to become the Punisher.
Okay.
Now that's a what if. Movies. That's a what if, guys. Wait, I didn't even say mine.
Yeah.
For the record, which was Lost Judgment? I'm trying to look up. Oh wait, Lost Judgment's that game that was that's done by the people from Yakuza, right?
Yakuza Zombie?
Wait, I know my favorite movie now.
Oh, go ahead. I'm looking up Lost Judgment right now.
Don't Look Up.
You see, I haven't watched that one, but I heard it's good.
I heard it's very good. It gets you really thinking. Oh, and can I choose another one since it's a different genre?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Okay, that one I did see, and that one wasn't good. You have bad taste now.
Fuck you! I love cheesy horror. It's just something you don't appreciate until like you're a certain age.
Hold on, I need to figure out what. Isn't there another movie called Don't Look Up? I've been getting this confused for a while, and I'm gonna look it up real fast while I'm doing this. Don't Look Now. No, there's a movie called Don't Look Now, and it's a quasi horror movie. It stars Donald Sutherland. That's actually how I looked it up right now. I'm like, Donald Sutherland's in the movie, and I won't spoil the ending because that's a crazy twist ending. But basically, this dude's daughter dies, and like the whole thing is he thinks he sees her ghost, and then it like I kind of spoiled it by saying he thinks he sees the ghost, but it has a crazy twist ending. But the whole time I kept seeing the Don't Look Up, like, you know, people like raving about it online. I kept thinking about Don't Look Now. Apparently it's based on a short story, but this fucking movie's like 2 hours. Anyways, it's one of those movies where whenever I watch it, and it's a good movie. It's really well shot, really well, like, good story. But I'm like, I could have cut out 30 minutes of this movie and made it better. But that's from the 70s, so let's not talk about that anymore. My favorite movie, it's gonna be very controversial. Are you ready to hear it?
No.
Yes.
It's oh my god, I don't even know the actual title. Hold on, I need to make sure this is the title before I say it.
Wow, can't even remember the most controversial thing.
Okay,
wow.
I'm bad with subtitles. The Matrix Resurrections. I actually like that movie.
I need to watch it.
I liked it.
Time right here.
Yes.
I've never seen any Matrix movie.
Okay. I will admit that I don't like any Matrix movie besides the original and this one. And it's funny because I've seen them all, and this one definitely has a lot of nostalgic callbacks to the original trilogy. And yes, has callbacks to the other two, but I fucking loved it. I don't want to spoil it. I will say this, because this isn't a spoiler. Neil Patrick Harris actually kind of is. Neil Patrick Harris plays a really good character. Yeah, I won't say who he plays, but you'll see. But his character is amazing. I guess for the non-spoilery parts, there were some parts. The only part I didn't like was I never liked learning about the Matrix world. That sounds stupid, but like I never cared about the city Zion or whatever. You know, and like where the other people live. Have you seen the Matrix, Nyaru?
I've seen the first one, but
well, yeah. You know how in the first one they're just in that ship and they keep mentioning that city, but they never go to it.
Mm-hmm.
I would love it if the entire series just did that, because I don't care about that city. I don't care about the millions of humans who are still trying to survive. I only care about like this smaller group going into the actual Matrix at the computer place. But yeah, it was a good movie. I really liked it. There were a lot of callbacks. And it's funny because I don't think that they were as... I don't see people hate it, because people still kind of like the new Star Wars movies, even though I felt those are far more pandering, you know, to nostalgia. There were little things in the new movie that I missed the first time I watched it. And I was like, when I watched it again, I was like, oh, that cat, that's the cat from the first movie, The Glitch. the glitch that like he saw deja vu, kept seeing the cat walk back and forth.
Deja vu.
Well, is that also through the looking glass reference or something? Is it like
What, the cat? Oh yeah, well there's a part where he's following the white rabbit and shit like that in that movie. There's a lot of through the looking glass references in that one in general. This isn't a spoiler, by the way, but I will say the one part I didn't like is they brought back Morpheus, but it's a different Morpheus. And there is an in-universe. Huh?
I think that's in the trailers.
Exactly. And there is an in-universe reason, but it's still like... It honestly just felt like they couldn't get Lawrence Fishburne back, so they just recast him.
Come on. And events that happened in an MMO in like the 20 years between movies definitely need to remain canon.
It's so meta, by the way, because I'll move on from this after this, but the movie's so meta if you've never seen it, because basically it keeps referring to like Keanu Reeves is playing this dude who made the Matrix. Like, he's a video game developer, and he made the Matrix, like an MMO, and it's a huge hit game. And now he has to make the fourth Matrix game. He doesn't want to, but Warner Brothers is making him. Like, this is in the plot. And it's just like, I'm like, oh, I think the directors are just like,
Director.
Director. Oh, only one Wachowski did it?
It's only one.
But yeah, the director is like is probably telling their own story here. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Also, I rewatched the original Matrix afterwards, and it still holds up. I also watched Space Jam 2. That does not hold up. Don't watch that.
Wait, anyways. Space Jam as well, or Space Jam: A New Legacy?
A New Legacy.
Okay.
That movie's crap. And I think that came out in 2021. This is not part of the Golden Reggies, but that is my least favorite movie.
Yeah, that's the raspberry equivalent of the Golden Reggie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Real fast, my only gripe about that movie is that I hate that basketball scene at the end of the movie where it has all the famous people in the thing, but it's not them. Like, it has the Clockwork Orange people there, but it's just like randos in costumes. It has like the Wizard of Oz people, but it's just randos in costumes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That scene bothers me. They should have either animated them so you could make them look however you want, or just put people. Anyways.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add one more because I want to put in my favorite anime film of 2021, and that was BELLE. I saw this new film because that had me crying so hard in like the last 30 minutes.
The funny thing about BELLE is that this is a minor.
Heavily marketed.
No, it is, and I feel
That's
stupid
so
for
weird
this.
for like an anime movie, though.
They came to us, as in the people releasing the movie in the US. It might be G Kids, but they came to us as an A to J to do some promo for it, and I was way too busy to do anything because it was right before ALA.
You should have handed it off to me. I could have done something.
The hilarious thing is,
I love Hosoda. I would have done it.
So you're actually gonna hate me, JD, and I'll say this live so you can just get how like stupid I am. I'm trying to be better, but how stupid I was, especially a couple weeks ago, is I was gonna message JD to at the very least have, because they sent us a screener too. To at the very least, you could have watched it weeks ago and then reviewed it. So because that was one of the things that I had no time for that, and I was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, who knows? But yeah, we also could have interviewed the director, and one of my friends actually took him up on the offer, and they interviewed them. And I'm like, God damn it! I didn't really think that we'd have that much of a one-on-one with him. But anyways, I'm stupid.
Okay, Manuel, your 2022 resolution is to designate more work at A to J to other people.
No, honestly,
especially if it's sponsor stuff.
Yeah, honestly, that shit would have really worked. It was just a really awkward time in general. Not just because of con, but also because that was when COVID was rising. It was the holidays. I felt a little under the weather for a million reasons. Not because I was physically sick. I just felt like I didn't want to do anything. Like end of year creepies or whatever. Anyway, that was Manuel's stupidest moment of 2021, everyone.
Yay.
Yay. What's everyone's favorite anime? Did you like the new JoJo?
I did like the new JoJo, but
I can speak on this one quickly.
Anime did I watch?
Nyaru and Manuel anytime, think.
What do you have?
Anime 2021.
For like best new, as in like not continuing series anime of 2021. I had like 3 or 4 big favorites. I've talked about, I believe, Vivi Flow right in our shorter anime episode, so I'm going to skip over that one for now. But like Wandering Priority had a very good start. The ending was a bit shaky, but I think I see what they were trying to go for, and I like the concept and everything else about it. It's just that production was troubled and sucked, basically. And then Sunny Boy, which was just, I have no idea how to describe it. The only way I've seen it was my friend Andrew comparing it to like Summer Vacation meets Weird Thought Experiments.
Summer Vacation meets weird what?
Yeah, it's the experience of summer education through a bunch of weird, altered, extra-dimensional thought experiments.
The funny thing about anime, and everyone knows this about me, is that I don't watch much of it, and what I
Me
do
too.
watch isn't new. Definitely, my favorite anime of 2021 would have to be Baccano. I really like that. Now I know that that's not in 2021 at all. That's like 2006 or whatever. But you want to? I could tell you what anime I did watch that were new. You want to know what they were? It was Redo of Healer, Love Life Superstar,
I watched that one too. That was good.
and the new the new Evangelion movie. So those are the 3 that came out that I saw.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw Fina. Sorry.
I like Komi-san Can't Communicate because that one's really, really cute.
Wait, is Komi-san Can't Communicate? What is that? Is it?
It's a manga.
That? Yeah, it's on Netflix. I think it was one of the first things they did weekly release in the US.
Oh, I know this girl. I just recognize her design. Anyway.
Yeah, and then
I haven't seen that one. Maybe I'll watch that.
Sorry, you were saying? I think you were both saying something, so.
Oh, well, I'll finish mine real fast because that was pretty much it. So those are the only 3 that I could really think of. I don't know why I hold it 4 now. Those are only 3 I could really think off the top of my head that I've seen of last year. I'm not going to say Redo of Healer was good. I actually didn't like that. So I guess if I had only to choose between those other 2, it would be Love Life Superstars. It was good. Would it be my favorite? Probably not. But since that was the only new one I saw, I guess that it wins by default.
Okay.
I like Love Live Superstar.
Yeah. Nyaru. You agree with me, right? That one the girl from Hong Kong looked like a lot like Yoro.
Yes.
From Hong Kong.
Yeah, one of the characters from Hong Kong.
Wait, what show is that?
Love Live
Superstar.
Oh, sorry, you confused me. Okay, I thought we were talking about Komi-san Can Communicate still. No. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, yeah. I know you're talking about too. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, and I could go
on.
Your
name is Tan Keke.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. About anime, like I had best favorite continuing, my also best non-2021 anime in my list. Like best continuing, I give to Stone Ocean, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That one was really good, actually.
Really good. And I know are they a friend of the channel, Kira? Technically, yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Jolene
we go. Exactly, like her and I go surprisingly way back, but she's friends with Molly as well. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, and Kira did an excellent job as Jolene.
It's funny. My one. I'll only say this because I don't want to like. I know Kira since way back. She's always loved JoJo, so that's great for her. But it goes back to what I've said before about the inconsistency of English dubs, and I didn't want to rain on that parade, but I'm like, why is she the voice of that character now?
That character never had an English voice.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Then was it always just dubbed before this?
No, it was just.
I mean, subbed. Sorry.
This is the first time Stone Ocean's been animated. There's actually a change of voice actress in the Japanese version because Jolene was played by Miyuki Sawashiro in the video games, but is played by Furas or something like that in the anime.
I feel like Jolene has had an English voice actor somewhere. Anyway, I don't really know JoJo, so You can I could JoJo my way out of this conversation. By the way, I googled Jolene on that, like without any Stone Ocean, and I got the Dolly Parton song. I should have realized that was gonna happen.
Jolyene.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still the Dolly Parton song. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Is that a reference to that?
I'd assume so.
But,
given how many other musical references there are, I would expect Araki would be referencing Jolene.
I remember, like, I don't have it anymore, but I used to have Amazon Music for about a year because, like, that was for a while there. I was able to sub to it for free with my Prime for some reason, and so that was my music service. But it's a really shit music service, and I used to always be like, "Oh, Alexa, play anime music," and it would always play shit from JoJo because I guess it had no real anime music like in its library. So it would be like Walk Like an Egyptian or like Roundabout.
Walk like an Egyptian.
But yeah, it would be shit like that. And I'm like, this is an anime. I actually didn't know. Obviously Roundabout, everyone knows that. But I didn't know I Walk Like an Egyptian because that playlist was only had like 50 songs. And I'm like, why do they keep playing? And they would also have the AKB48 song, the Sugar Rush one, the one from Wreck-It Ralph. But it was funny. I'm like, why do they keep playing Walk Like an Egyptian? And when I complained about it, eventually, I think it was Rachel was all like, that's from JoJo, Manuel. Like, get on it. I forgot what JoJo it's from, but yeah.
Stardust Crusaders Part 1.
There you go.
Yeah.
I will.
Sorry, go ahead.
What? Oh, it's my last thing. Because I didn't actually finish my thought about fuck, what's it called? I just said Fina. I probably would have rated Fina as my favorite, but I didn't finish it. I watched like the first episode, then I just, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I watched all of it. Don't worry.
But anyways, I probably would have liked that too, but I just feel weird saying Fina was my favorite when I didn't watch the whole thing.
We only watched one episode. So for all you know, it went straight down from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, and then I'll say my favorite non-2021 anime was Mobile Suit Gundam, the original one. I actually watched that last year.
Oh. I say this every year, but we're actually gonna do this next week about more New Year's resolution shit. I want to watch more anime. Maybe when I get off here, instead of watching like Creep Show or like where the fuck I was gonna watch, I've been watching a lot of Twilight Zone. I'll just fucking put on an anime. I haven't watched Beastars, even though I think that came out already, right? That came out like in February. Beastars 2. Yeah, I meant Beastars 2, but yeah. Anyway, those are my favorite anime. Do you have any favorite music, Nyaru?
Favorite
and we
music?
Can talk, we can talk anything.
That's a lot.
We don't even have to talk Japanese or whatever. We can talk anything for this, I guess. And try to make some Japanese ones in there or something relevant, but yeah.
Let me go look at my playlist real quick because it's all organized by like 20 by years.
Real fast. Go ahead.
Nemohama Rumor was actually a good bop. I'll be real with you.
That's a funny one because when we did our idol panel at ALA, because obviously when I started writing the idol panel, originally it was going to be the variety one, so it was only going to be a tiny little section on what idols were, and I was going to just only bring up Morning Musume and AKB48. So I had edited together their then new songs like in November, and the Nenahamo Rumor song. Nemuhamo. Sorry. Nemohamo. Okay, Nemohamo Rumor song.
Moo. God damn it.
Okay, you kept saying Mo. Nemohamu. I'm gonna write this down real fast. It's like, anyways, Nemohamu. Okay. So, anyways, I edited that song in, and I forgot how the song sounded. And then when I was about to play it at the panel, I'm like, I bet you their song sucks because I forgot what it sounded like. And even Molly's like, yeah, I don't know this song. It probably sounds terrible. So we hit play, and then me and Molly like, this song slaps. And it has that crazy dance, which I'm not even gonna. Basically, you just do these crazy ass kicks, and then you do this other shit, and yeah.
Oh, I heard of rumor.
And it became kind of a TikToky thing for a while too. If you're into those kind of, into that scene on TikTok. But yeah, people were doing the dance cover. I mean to say, but that's a great song. That was actually one of my favorites. I think, especially idol wise. Let me think. Oh, there's the one I picked for the A to J article. Nameway came out with a song called Hang Out and Play. Hang Out and Play Now actually is the name of the song. That was a good song. It's very it's funny because whoever the fuck, and it's probably Nameway himself, whoever did the English translation for that video, didn't do a bad job, but they translated it in a way where you might mistakenly think it's like, I'm tired of like this thing. Let's go out and have fun. Tired of, as in the pandemic. And there's even this part where they're like, "Oh, China ended the virus, everyone," and you might think it's pro-China, but it's all meant to be like satire. And I'm like, you get it in the Chinese, and if you watch to the end, you definitely understand it's satire because at the end it's like this whole punchline to that. But if you just watch it and you don't know really what's happening, you might be like, "Oh, this is very pro-China. Oh, these people are probably anti-vaxxers," and it's just like it just comes off so.
Like it first.
Also, I'll be right back. I need to go potty.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna make her own golden Reggie.
Yeah. Well, and a little poop hat for him, I guess.
Ew. Nyaru's gonna poop.
You asked.
Yeah, Manuel.
Alright, I'll be right back.
You're the one who just didn't let her leave.
I know, just anyway. Well, while she's gone real fast, I'll tell you a really funny story about our hotel at ALA. So, I love hotels. I was actually watching Catfish a lot on Hulu. Like right before ALA when I was prepping for the panels, I was having that in the background a lot. And the first season of Catfish is so good. It feels really staged after that. But the first season was good, and they spent so much fucking time in hotels in that first season that I felt very nostalgic for hotels. So we get a hotel for ALA. My first hotel I've been in, actually not my first hotel, but like first definitely big group hotel I've been in for 2 years. And my other favorite hotel before this was when we stayed at AX, which has the see-through shower. So imagine my surprise when I go into the Hyatt Regency in Long Beach, and the bathroom door looks normal. First of all, the bathroom was tiny, but it looks normal. But there's a glass pane in the bathroom door that lets you see into the bathroom, but it's like frosted glass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you could still see into the bathroom. So like when somebody's in there, like you could see everything, like basically. Well, you can't see it clearly, but you could see everything. And there was more than a couple times where like I think all of us kind of got either walked in on someone else, basically trying to leave the room because it's literally like right? That's the way hotel rooms work. It's like right there in the entranceway, either coming in or going, and it's like oh, so someone's in the bathroom, someone's naked in there, that kind of thing. So yeah, yeah. That's my hotel story. Oh, and as soon as I realized that was an issue, I was like, "Oh, we'll just hang a towel over it or something." But this one door, or this one bathroom, I should say, had no hangy hook things at all. And the funny thing about that is, usually I bring my own hangy hooks to cons, like kind of command strip looking things,
Yeah.
I bring my own so I could put a towel, not to cover anything up, but so I could put a towel, like my own towel up. And it's my towel spot. But I didn't bring those. So yeah, we had to just deal with that the entire con. I remember one of the nights we had this big party and Q showed up and she wanted to change because she's staying in the room. So she wanted to change. So she had to have like Molly stand guard over the bathroom door so that not that anyone would go there to specifically peek on her, but just coming and going. So yeah.
And see, that's why you knock. That's why you close the door, you lock it, and turn the lights on.
That's what I'm saying. Like the only there was probably something else we could have done, or just changing the shower, right? But yeah, I don't want to get any more specifics about that. But yeah, a lot of people. Yeah. I think we all got not walked in on, but we all like had our moments on both ends of it at that room, which is insane. Nemo Hamu. Anyway, that's probably one of my favorite hotel moments of 2021. Which is easy to do because there's not that many of them yet.
Yeah. Oh, 2022, you mean?
Oh yeah. Also, Molly. Sorry, I'm just babbling here until Nyaru comes back. Molly. The last night, not the last night. The first night she came hanging with us, she was wearing that Luigi cosplay, Luigi's Mansion one, and she didn't want to stay in that long, so she went back to her hotel room and like took it off and washed off all the body paint and everything like that. And then she came back, and like the outfit she was wearing when she came back was just like a skirt and a t-shirt. we don't know, like none of us know, including Molly, whether her skirt was like not color fast or if like she just like sat in something that she transferred. But when she sat in this one chair we had, this like white leather chair that was in our room, she left like these weird black stains in it. And we're like, what the fuck, Molly? Like your big black butt like made our chair ruin, and we had to like fucking we scrubbed it out the entire weekend, and we never got it out. Thank God the hotel didn't charge me for it. So yeah, that was Molly almost got destroyed our hotel. That's that.
So you're saying is you shouldn't redheads in your room after
I should you should have what?
Grew up and Molly did that.
Oh, did I tell you about the vomit story? Yeah, somebody threw up in our room.
Yeah, just saying. Just ban redheads from the room because they seem to be bringing that trouble.
That was funny because I remember like after we actually changed all the blankets on the bed that they threw up in. It wasn't Molly threw up; it was someone else. We changed all the sheets because like obviously we kind of had to anyway. But we changed them. And when we were telling Molly the story, Molly's like, she one of the reasons she was sitting in that chair was because she didn't want to sit in the bed anymore because she found out that was the bed that somebody had threw up in like the night before. So yeah, we joke because we we hate everyone. We hate all of our friends. I hate Molly. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about something else favorite, I guess, is Nyaru's like really taking her time, like pooping or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk about my favorite non-2021 game I played.
Oh, go ahead. What was that?
Yeah, the remake of Resident Evil 2.
Was that 2020? Oh, okay.
That was
court. That was whole point.
Yeah, I played that at the beginning of 2021 when I did like my whole Resident Evil binge. I played through 1, 0, 2 remake, 3 remake, and Revelations.
It's funny to go back to my my non-2021 favorite game. I really need to stop playing Animal Crossing, like because the dailies are so long these days. That what I've been doing is I just like
longer than your dick.
Oh my god! First of all, that scared me. Second of all, it is not longer than my dick. My dick fucking. Just shut up now. Let's talk about dicks.
Good job,
it's longer than your dick, though, Nyaru. Put your dick away. Yeah, you missed our see-through bathroom stories. Anyways.
Well, his stories.
Oh yeah, it was just my see-through bathroom story, and AX and Fanime are happening, so I can't wait to go to those cons, especially AX.
I want to go to Fanime. Oh, did you hear about that one VTuber convention that's gonna happen?
Oh, isn't that also like somewhere in Seattle or Washington or some shit?
Mm-hmm. No, actually, no, it's here or not here, but in San Jose.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, it is. It's in the same. I think it's in the DoubleTree, isn't it? It's like no, it's in the convention center. It's where Fanime is.
No, it's in the DoubleTree.
Oh, it's a DoubleTree. I was right. Okay.
It is the DoubleTree.
To be fair, Fanime does spread out to the DoubleTree, but which is weird because when Fanime happens, DoubleTree and the convention center are not close to each other. Like
so like no one can go to the shit that happens there.
Yeah, back in the day when Fanime used to, first started doing that, there were 2 conventions. One was called FanimeCon, the other one was called Clockwork Alchemy. So like they also had a concurrent steampunk convention, so nobody really needed to go to both. But the last 2 years, I think 2018 and 19, Clockwork Alchemy became spun off to its own con, and then I guess they still had a contract they still have a contract with the DoubleTree that they have to like use their spaces, so that became the 18+ area. So now there's like a mini hentai convention far away.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that during the last Fanime I went to.
I think you went in 2018. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
but yeah, it's happening again.
What's that convention that was on the border of the U.S. and Canada, had events on both sides
of the border?
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
Fan World Expo or something? I can't remember.
That's funny. Imagine that. Like each time you jump.
I think my friend Andrew actually went to that and like gave us instructions on how not to do a con from his experiences with that.
That's pretty funny. But yeah, Fanime's happening. I can't wait for that. Also, when AX happens, hopefully. Sorry, I keep hiccuping. Hopefully, when AX happens, we'll be in the see-through shower again, and to see everyone naked. That's all. That's all I go to cons for. See everyone naked. I'm kidding, by the way. I sound like a pervert. Someone's
You
gonna
are a
take out of
pervert.
context, and they're gonna cancel me later for that. It's funny because every time there's like minor drama in any scene, I'm like, what happens one day when somebody really wants to cancel me and they just decide to go and like you can watch any couple random episodes of UPZ and you'll find something from that I say that either I did say and it's like, ooh, man, you had a bad take, or more realistically that I say like that. You could just cut that out of context and just like make me sound like an asshole. Anyways, but I am an asshole. So
You are an
Nyaru,
asshole.
favorite buttholes of 20. I'm just kidding. uh, what have we done? Oh, we talked about music. We didn't actually finish that. I mentioned my Hangout and Play. I mentioned non-Asian music. There's this band called Beast in Black. They released a new album. Can't remember what the name of the album's called. Dark Connection, that's what it's called. And it was more of a cyberpunk themed album because the previous albums were almost all exclusively Berserk themed, like the anime Berserks. But the new one has a song called One Night in Tokyo, and I fucking love that song. But the album's great too. But yeah, One Night in Tokyo. And that's also kind of mildly tied in with weeb shit. What's your favorite music, JD? Do you listen to music at all? I don't think I've ever heard you talk about music.
Yes, but all the music I listen to is mostly like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s rock. So I don't have anything. Like the only thing I think new things I listened to was I started listening to a rap artist known as Demon Dice, and just fell in love with.
Is it about D&D shit?
No. Well, it's basically whatever she wants to rap about. And my favorite song of hers is probably one called Gang Gang Kawaii off one of her albums from like 2018 or 2017, I think.
I'll find that and have a link in the description. Gang Gang Kawaii. That sounds intriguing. But yeah. Any other favorite shit? What's your favorite TV show? Like non-anime. I think it's a nice.
I've watched all of ER, and it was nice.
When you were gone, I mentioned, and I don't know if I told you this. I might, because no, actually, we haven't talked that much in the past couple weeks. But I've mentioned to a lot of people anyone I was talking to, that when I was watching Catfish, that I fucking love it because of the hotels they're always in. And I don't think I've ever been nostalgic for hotels, not a hotel, but hotels. Like I was watching, and I'm like, oh man, I should go for a hotel right now. That's such a weird thing to want. And I won't say who, but a certain friend of A to J works at a hotel. So like I would message her like every so often. I'm like, can you send me pictures of the rooms or something? Can you go to the lobby and take me? It just makes it sound so weird. I don't know. I love hotels. There's a certain atmosphere to them of like being a hermit. And it's funny because Nyaru, you posted about like world travels recently. I assume that's a stream you already did a couple days ago or something like that. But
yesterday.
Yeah. But the funny thing about that is part of the things I love is the hotels. And it doesn't even have to be a nice hotel. I just like hotels. I don't know why. I'm weird. I remember when sorry, we'll get back to favorite things in a second, favorite TV shows. But I remember one time when I was staying in Taiwan, every place in Taiwan has to have a fire escape on each floor. And the fire escape literally is like this weird hoist system. I actually had to learn how to use it for a certain thing. But anyways, this weird hoist system where you like basically lower yourself and you have to do that for each person. And this hotel I stayed at was being really nice to me because a lot of hotels, like this is even in Asia in general, they might not have windows because it's the way the buildings are shaped. But this hotel was being nice to me and they put me in one of those fire escape rooms. And I was so weirded out by the fact that technically if there was a fire, everyone would come to my room. Because there's even signs that say to go to this room, like to point you there. So every night I went to sleep, I would get all my luggage and I would block the front door. So that if there was a fire, nobody could come in. Oh, I'm an asshole. Okay, yes, that is an asshole. Somebody clip that out of context. That was real. I would block the front door. And it was funny because in my head, it's the only people coming into my room. But reality is, if there was a real fire, I would be like, I think there's a Simpsons episode. I would be Homer, where I save myself and then I literally lock everyone else out. Oh man. I actually, because the way the room was shaped, I literally was able to like block the door, and there was no way they could force it open. Because even if they broke the doorknob, the door would not physically go past the luggage because like it was so packed in there. Anyway, favorite TV show that did you watch anything new, Nyaru?
TV wise,
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh, the new season of Sunny. That was fun.
Oh, that's still playing concurrently.
Yeah,
it's been renewed for like 2 more seasons, I think.
it's even. It gets the stuff that they do in the show just gets worse and worse every year. Not worse in terms of like quality, but like the content that.
We're talking about Always Sunny. Hey, Snacks.
Yeah.
Is Always Sunny the one that has the stupid theme song? Not theme song, but the thing.
The gang does something.
Like,
okay, yeah, that's the one.
That's
okay.
Sunny.
I watched the new Cobra Kai, which I know that technically doesn't count because that came out on New Year's Eve, but it's still New Year's Eve. But I watched the new Cobra Kai. Have you watched that? Does anyone like Cobra Kai? That's the Karate Kid show.
I think a lot of people like it. I just haven't seen it.
What's funny about the new Cobra Kai, and it's hard to explain, but you could tell that show was filmed in COVID because of certain choices they made in like crowd shots and how if you really pay attention, there's very rarely more than so many people on the screen at once kind of thing. But that aside, which by the way, I find it weird that I don't know if all shows are doing this, where they're not incorporating COVID into their plots. So now there's a whole realm of TV shows that exist in all city universes. But you know what I mean? Like I find that weird. Anyways. But if you've never watched the Karate Kid trilogy, I mean to say, part 3 has this one character named Terry Silver, and he's fucking insane. Like he's literally fucking insane. And he comes back in the new season of Cobra Kai, and I won't spoil it, but it seems like he's not going to be that insane to like the second half of the series. And that fucker just like, he's like a fucking comic book villain. It's like fucking Lex Luthor or something because the kid has no powers. It's like if Lex Luthor no martial arts and he fucking just walked up. So new Karate Jackie Chan. No, Jackie Chan Karate Kid sucks. Fun fact, they call everything but the Jackie Chan Karate Kid, they call all the other movies the Miyagi-verse. So there's actually a term for it. The only movie that's not Miyagi-verse is the Karate Kid 2012 or whatever year that came out. I think it was earlier than that, but yeah. Even the next Karate Kid is still part of the Miyagi-verse. They should bring her onto the show. Christy Swanson, is that her name? They should bring her. Hilary Swank. Christy Swanson's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. FYI, that's why I got them confused. Not because they look anything alike, but yeah. But because I was thinking about, for some reason in my head, I'm like, it's the same girl from Buffy, right? As in the movie, not the TV show. Obviously, the TV show's fucking Sarah Michelle Gellar. But anyways, yeah. What else is favorite? What other things do we have that happened? Your favorite stream moment, Nyaru? Because you stream like fucking 5 days a week.
Actually, 3 times a week for 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've cut back. For some reason, I could have there definitely was a time where you were streaming almost every day.
I was.
But that might have been... Yeah, I was say that might have been 2020, and that might have... I honestly feel that in 2021 I had a time dilation or some shit. There's like parts of it I don't really remember. It was also a shitty year for me. But anyways, your favorite stream moments, Nyaru?
My favorite stream moments? Like...
Yeah, you can talk about your own streams. I'll bring up specifically some A to J moments.
I don't know, like looking... Oh, I think when I found an actual shiny in Pokemon. Like, I didn't have to do any cheats or anything. That was really, really cool. That was really, really cool, honestly.
Were you doing a shiny hunt thing, or you just were playing and you found one?
I was just playing and I found it.
It's funny because I've gone It
was a shiny Shinx.
See, I've gone entire Pokemon games, like playthroughs, where I've never seen a shiny. And that bothers me. Like, I don't think I got a single shiny in Sword and Shield, or I played Sword, by the way, but yeah, I didn't see a single shiny in that game. I think I got one through a Wonder Trade, and it was probably hacked, but I didn't get one at all. Like, in the fucking main game. That pissed me off. I think I caught not a Bidoof. What the fuck's that other dog? There's a dog that grows into. It might not even be a dog. I think it's the bear. It grows into the giant bear, but the little version. I'm telling you,
Teddy
it's
Ursa?
terrible. I think that's the big one. What's the little one called? It's called like.
Oh,
No, Teddy Ursa. That's the little one.
Oh, yeah. I got a shiny one of those. In like fucking Sun and Moon or whichever one I was playing. But yeah, Pikachu, not Pikachu.
It's definitely Pikachu.
Yes, everything's Pikachu. Have you ever seen those memes where the Chuck Norris meme where it's he's like, who is that Pokemon? And it's like clearly like a fucking like Scyther, and he's like, it's Pikachu, and of course it's like then he just stares at the screen until it becomes a fucked up Pikachu. You were tame last year, but the year before you went hardcore drunkenness boomer. No, yeah. Fun fact that I blame my lack of drinking in 2021, or my definitely cut back in it. Why it wasn't as fun a year as 2020. 2020 was a good year. 2021 was shit. My golden Reggie goes to 2020, not to 2021.
My golden Reggie goes to 2019 because there was no COVID.
Yeah.
2019 was a fun year, but yeah. But honestly, like I said, like real talk, 2021 was a shit year, but there's some good shit in there. Oh yeah, Wesley, you did miss me going on about the Matrix Resurrections. I had to look up the title because I wanted to call it the Matrix Resurrected, and I didn't want to be that person who like raves about a movie but gets the title wrong. Any other favorite? Oh, my favorite stream moments. I think there was a moment during one of the DTLs. Oh no. There was yeah, it was during DTL where actually I lost my thought there. It doesn't matter. I had a lot of favorite moments. What was the favorite moment of yours, JD? While I get my thought back. Sorry, I was
think that would
nostalgic.
be subjecting everyone on DTL to my game of actually.
Which one?
When I was on DTL and had you all play my game of actually, and like no one knew anything.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That was interesting. That was a loss. I think my favorite stream moment was when we were playing D&D, and it was I was trying to kill myself, but I also kind of didn't want to kill myself.
Yeah,
and nobody wanted me to die.
An hour just standing on the thing, having them try to walk you through 5E's action economy, showing that yes, you could get out of there and not die.
Yeah. See, I'm not gonna lie. Part of me wishes I had died there, but if I was gonna die, I should have committed more to it and just like, no, I'm gonna die. But the fact that I was being so wishy-washy about dying too, and it was actually very unwatchable. I just think it was very funny though. I cut most of that out for YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you go watch that episode, I think it's like episode 9 of DTR. I cut most of it out. It literally was like me for like 20-30 minutes, like just saying I wanted to die or whatever, which is a very millennial thing to do anyway.
Yeah, but you're a boomer, so.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's like that millennial concert. What is it? When we were young.
How's a millennial?
It's very much in the thought. Wait, what the fuck is this? I typed in when we were young and an Adele song came up. But yeah, the perfect emo throwback line. See, look, even the first article I looked up mentions it's a perfect thing for millennials. It's a very millennial thing.
Yeah, I saw some of the lineup. I actually couldn't name very many of them other than the big ones, but wow, that did take me a bit back.
Anyways, any other favorite anything? Oh, any favorite anythings? Sorry.
favorite VTuber of
Dune.
2021. Doom is your favorite VTuber?
No, Wesley mentioned Dune being his favorite movie. I didn't talk about Dune at all. Real fast, I will say that I like the Dune movie as a movie, but I still feel it wasn't a good Dune adaptation. I especially hated that they split it up. Yeah, Dune is one book. And honestly, if they called it Dune Part 1, I wouldn't care so much. But the fact that it's just called Dune and is not Dune pisses me off. Anyways, Nyaru, your favorite VTuber?
Pamu.
Pamu? Who the fuck's Pamu?
Pamu from Niji-san GEN, because she is pretty much me. But corporate. But very
corporate.
Successful. Corporate and very successful.
Oh, she looks very elfy.
Yeah. Elfin. She's a really, really huge Idol fan. Like I'm not talking like Love Live or anything. I'm talking like Morning Musume, AKB, Hello Project. Like she's an OG is what I'm trying to say. And
yeah, I think I've seen videos of her
she does
clips.
Yeah, she does like Wotagate chants and what do you call it? She's talked about like she's going full in depth about like favorite idols that she has. So essentially she's me, but successful.
I mean you're decently successful.
Decently.
It's funny because we've always talked about like when's the VTuber crash gonna happen? And it's never really happened, I feel. But there have been some of the smaller VTubers that I either follow or like that I know personally. And there definitely feels like there's a plateauing happening with a lot of them. So so yeah, I don't think there'll ever be a fall, but I think there's definitely a plateau. Unless you go corporate and fucking join the next Nichi-Sanji audition, Nyaru.
Hololive. Did you know Hololive actually has permanent auditions now?
Yeah, what? Like they're always accepting?
Yeah, they're always going to be auditioning. Yeah, you just fill out a form on their website. You can apply every 3 months.
Oh shit! Have you applied?
No.
You think she
I mean, but then again, going corporate's a different thing. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun having a smaller audience. Like, look at us. Hey, Wesley.
That's one thing I've grown to appreciate. That's one thing I've grown to appreciate in 2021 is growing small, because I recently just got TikTok, but I accidentally became TikTok famous, and I don't appreciate fast growth now because
I will say this about TikTok. I'm not belittling your growth, but like I got TikTok too, and I've been on TikTok for years. But I mean, like when I first got TikTok, I meant to say, like I think there's a weird thing that TikTok does where they promote you like crazy your first few. So like I went viral. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah. Anyways, keep going.
But yeah, I just grown to appreciate like growing slowly instead of fast, because you get to know your audience a little bit better.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people kind of don't appreciate that side of like growing at a steady pace versus like very fast. Like you just put out your debut video and then like everyone's flocking to your debut, and then like you don't get the time to notice people. I really appreciate that.
I love TikTok, but yeah, small growth is good. Also, I was gonna say like there's a whole segment of TikTok that I don't like, where the people who do like reactions to other TikToks, and
I hate that. That is such lazy content. I'm sorry.
No, and especially, and this sounds funny because you think this would be less lazy, but I find it more annoying. But like, especially when they're just like being very obvious about the commentary, like, oh look, what's he gonna do with that? Oh, he's sticking it onto the oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh you know what I mean? I'm like, shut up.
No, I think it's even worse when they just give like silent reactions when use like their face or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not even taking like the time to even like do commentary.
Honestly, I can't stand reaction TikToks, but that's just me. If that's what you do, then keep doing what you're doing. I'm just gonna always swipe away from your videos. There was but I love TikTok. There's so many that I send to people. There's one of my favorite ones from over the weekend when I was drinking. It's like there's this cop and he goes into like this dumpster. He's like, "What are you doing in there?" And the guy's like, "Not smoking crack." It's like, "Don't lie
like,
to
"Oh,
me.
don't lie
I
to
am
me." It's like,
smoking."
I am smoking crack.
Oh, you seen it? Yeah. It's like, I am smoking crack. They're like, "That's me." Don't lie to me. It's like, yeah, I am smoking crack. It's mainly the way he said it. Like, he just like, yeah. Oh man, TikTok memes are the best. I fucking love TikTok. What's her face? Not cute. Yuji. Yuji made one at ALA because she had this shark. She had one of those sharks that has like you could put things in its mouth. You could put things in its mouth. Like you can stick your head in it or whatever. And she put a bottle of alcohol in there. So she did a TikTok that used the audio. Was like, they're gonna know. How are they gonna know? They're gonna know. You know that shit where she was putting the bottle in there. Like, nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. You know what we're talking about,
Gonna
Nyaru?
know.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna know. How are they going to know? But yeah,
Gonna know.
they're gonna know. Anyways, we start wrapping this shit up. Any other favorite shit we want to talk about? I don't think I have a favorite VTuber. I will say, I did watch what's her name? The
Mhm.
the demon girl you put us on after a lot, JD.
Oh, Lady
I
Firefly.
can't. Yes, I can't remember her name like off the top of my head. She's one of the few that I've watched that is new. Not I don't know how new they are, but I mean new to me that I've been watching. I watched some of Q streams, as in Himeko Q, as in Q's VTuber. Fun fact: she cosplayed her VTuber at ALA, and her outfit included a tail that would like move with an app, like. If you, Yara, I don't know how old you are into the anime con scene. Do you remember those ears, the cat ears that were supposedly?
Yes, I still
Yeah.
want those.
Fun fact: I have a set of those,
You
but
should give them to me.
yeah, I was gonna say, but I need somebody to like make new ear covers because the ear covers were removable, but the ones it came with are like I guess they're just like falling apart now because it's been like 10 years. But yeah, I still have those ears. Anyway, um, it was a similar concept, but it was a tail. But the tail was like she would control it through an app. It also did its own shit, but she could specifically control it through an app on her phone. It would go like curl, go like wag. It was the coolest thing. It was funny though because she couldn't sit down in that outfit, and she definitely couldn't sit down with the tail. So whenever she wanted to sit down, she'd have to take it off, and then somebody would have to put it on for her because it was like a clip-on thing in the back. And but yeah, it was a cool thing. Check out Himeko Q. Are they playing right now?
No, I just did the chat.
Oh, yeah, they play a lot of Genshin Impact, which I still have not played. I don't think I will. Anyways, lady, you have a Lady Firefly there. Anyways, they're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. But yeah, let's wrap this up.
Nobody's gonna know.
That was our favorite shit. That's the Golden Reggie. Sorry, it's a little like more low key. But honestly, I wanted this to be low key because we've been gone for a long time, and which is why I didn't even think to have a guest. Not so much I want to waste a guest, but I was like, no, this will be a nice, cool, down to basics. Then next week I'll ask someone. And from, unfortunately, we might skip a week and 2 weeks, but keep an eye out. Next week we're gonna talk about like New Year's resolutions and other shit because it's gonna be Lunar New Year. So yeah, and we didn't do it earlier on in the year. Sorry, we're behind a week because we were supposed to do this episode last year. And Tiffany was going to be on it. Oops. But yeah. Who I haven't seen in years. Oh yeah, you're late. Sorry, Q.
It's okay.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You can come. You can come. Come next Tuesday. We're gonna talk. We'll have a guest on next Tuesday. Maybe it'll. I hope it's gonna be Tiffany, because we almost had her on last time, and we haven't had her on like in a year. So yeah. Anyways, so what's coming up with you, Nyaru? What streams you got coming up? What's coming up?
So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a Google Maps review that is inspired off of one of my favorite podcasts in the world. They did a stream like this like a couple months ago. I did one the week after because I just really loved it and I haven't done it in a while. So I'm gonna be doing that and I'll be taking submissions from everyone on what places we can go read the reviews and maybe scout out some Karen reviews and dramatic read them. It'll be quite fun. So that's what we're doing. And then Friday, I'm going to be playing, not Command and Conquer. Oh shit. We're going to be playing Microsoft Flight Sim. And then Saturday, I have a collab with a couple other VTubers. I'll be on their channel.
VTuber yawns moment. But yeah, that's quite the schedule. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Oregon Trail, as in the old school Oregon Trail, like you might have played in school back in the day, on A to G Adventures. Once again, we wanted a nice low-key stream. And out of nowhere, Warren mentioned that game, so we're going to be playing that tomorrow. Me, Snacks, and Warren. And then that's it for this week, just because we want to take it easy. Next week, I already said Tuesday, we're going to be talking New Year's resolutions and Lunar New Year like New Year shit. Basically shit we should have talked about before, but we're doing it for Lunar New Year. Then Wednesday, we'll probably be playing Wall Arms too. And then also next week, Drink Talk Roll is returning, our D&D stream on Friday. And then from then on, we're going to be our normal streams. Like Drink Talk Learn is going to return the next week after that. So yeah, it'll be fun. Come to our shit. Watch our shit. We'll be more consistent and more fun. And Nyaru will be in an Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Your mom's in Animal Crossing.
I realized I didn't get to talk my favorite shows. Now I'm sad.
What favorite shows?
I didn't get to talk mine. Which were
what was yours? You can say it real fast. What is it?
Live action, Arcane animated, only connect for a show that isn't from 2021.
WandaVision 2022?
2021, yeah. It was early 2021.
Oh.
That feels... Oh, it is 2021. That feels like it was so long ago.
Yeah.
Fun fact. This is my little quick WandaVision story. I leech off of Warren's Netflix. I mean, well, I leech off his Netflix too, but I leech off his Disney Plus. And I was watching that on Disney Plus as each episode was coming out. But a lot of times I would watch it, like, because I would be up all night, so I'd watch it at night before, like, right when it premiered. And at that time, I didn't have my own account on his account, so I left it at the end of one of the last episodes. So when he went to go log in to go watch it with Leslie, they got spoiled on one of the big episodes, like endings.
Manuel.
They were so mad at me. They were so mad at me, and it didn't help that I was leeching off them. So yeah, I made my own account so that would never happen again. But yeah, if you've never seen WandaVision, the last 2 episodes kind of have big, end of episode reveals, and it was one of those that I left it at the end. And it was so funny because part of me was like, should I rewind this? Drag the thing all the way to the front in case they log in. I'm like, nah, they'll know. Oops.
They'll never know.
They'll never know. Thanks, Kelly. Wait, what's Kelly?
Is she
only connect
the series? Yeah.
Anyways. Oh, that's the show. Oh, I know what show that is. Okay, I was confused for a second. That's the game show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick show, but yeah.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. It's also real fast. I like watching I've always liked watching Family Feud, but watching Family Feud is the only kind of current show that it's in the real life, so it's COVID's a thing. It's so weird watching that show now because when they do the fast money round or whatever, Steve Harvey, well, all the hosts do it, but Steve Harvey's usually very hug him or put his arm around him or shake his hand, but now he's on the opposite side of the stage, social distancing and all that shit. But yeah. It's weird. It's weird watching Family Feud because now Steve Harvey and the guests are always so
Yeah.
Admittedly, it's for everyone's safety, but still, it's weird watching
the
it.
Lucas Link had to do that too, which made
my
camera moving a bit weird.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Go support us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Connections. I already mentioned there's the writings, there's the interview shit coming soon, other shit like that, exclusive Super Mario. Patreon will be happening again soon. Sorry that was delayed, and that's it. Shout out to Ed and Kenneth, current patrons. Thank you, Nara, for being here, not canceling. Thank you, JD, for hosting. And there you go. Peace out.
Yay.
Night, everybody.
Bye-bye.